Come on now. Oh, thank you. Oh, I had a viewer for a second, it looks like. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Sore? Why are you sore? Physical therapy. I think my physical therapist is trying to kill me. Yeah, I'm sure you're probably not the only one who thinks that. I'm pretty sure everyone thinks their physical therapist is trying to kill them. It's because physical therapy is trying to get you to move probably parts of your body that you're not used to moving, so it feels more uncomfortable and sore. But in the end, he's doing it to try to make you feel better and get you more used to doing things so you don't cause further damage to yourself. Oh, I just bumped my mic. I'm sure that probably left a very loud noise across the speakers. Get untangled. Thank you. I figured as much. So my brother is giving me his old PS4. Any good games to play? There's lots of good games. Well, all the Final Fantasies I've been playing on my channel are also available on the PS4. Actually, just about every game except for Pokemon, I believe, that I'm currently playing on my channel are available on the PS4. The Hogwarts game is also available on PS4. I got it a crap ton of PS4 games that I own, and majority of them are good to play. Yes, you can play Skyrim, though you added an E when you didn't need to in the title, by the way. Let's see. Of course, it's the very bottom. I would recommend, if you're going to do that, look into getting the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. But as you can see right here, let's wait for the camera to catch up here. See, Skyrim PS4. So it is available. Sorry, I just seen that. That is awesome. Looks like I need to get it. Yeah, you should. Like I said, it's a great game. I highly recommend it. I've played it more times than I could probably count, to be honest. But and hopefully, when you play, you don't have issues with yours. Like, might get the book too. What book? Are you talking about the strategy guide book? There's a Skyrim book. Yeah, like I said, if you're talking about the strategy guide, yeah, you can get that, but a lot of the stuff you can learn in the strategy guide, you can look up online too, so. I used to use the strategy guide more so just so I didn't have to watch long videos about how to do certain things. It just was there for me to read it, and I could read directly what I needed to do, so it was easier for me to keep track of what stuff I did do for the quest and what stuff I hadn't done yet. So, I mean, it's all about your preference. I used to be a huge strategy guide fan. I still have a lot of strategy guides all over the place. Most of them are kind of sitting in storage at the moment. I think the only one I have here in my room is I actually got a strategy guide for Dragon Age 2 that I bought when I was on my road trip in October. I was in Iowa and visiting my sister, and she had somewhere she needed to go, so she dropped me off at this local like game type store, and I found the Dragon Age 2 strategy guide there for, it was actually pretty cheap, really. And so I had to buy it. I was like, I know there's a lot of grief and headache that people give Dragon Age 2 because it wasn't the greatest Dragon Age game. It reused a lot of maps, but they don't realize they were being forced to put out a game that wasn't even close to being ready, and they were told, hey, you need to have this done within the next like 6 months kind of thing, and they're just like, okay, just reuse the maps and just change some of the stuff inside the map. But anyways, I always liked the game. That was kind of interesting. I love the story, especially the story. I like the story more so than the actual gameplay features, but ooh, getting acid reflux pretty bad. So what's Goober up to? Almost asleep. Well, I guess. It's still kind of early, isn't it? It's like only like 6 there. She have a rough day. And FYI, she went to sleep yesterday at 5:30. Wow. What time is she waking up in the morning? Dang. Wish I could sleep that much. If I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning, or at night, I mean, I'd wake up I'd probably wake up around midnight, if even that. I'd probably maybe wake up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then be up half the day, over half the night. Sometimes I mean, as long as she's not in school, no harm in it, I guess, if it's her summer, but gotta make sure to get her back on a decent sleep schedule for when school starts again. Oh, she's still in school? You let her wake up at 6:20. Doesn't she have to be to school by 7, though? And you think maybe she should get her up a little earlier? I'm assuming your answer is probably no, because you want to sleep in a little bit more. So the more you let her sleep, the more you get to sleep. 7:30. I guess it's a little over an hour, but... You get up at 6. Yeah, I'm still fairly deep into La La Land at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm an hour off. By the way, I'm playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire on my 3DS at the moment. I don't sleep well anyway. Well, neither do I, but I wake up at least 3 or 4 times in the night. Typically due to discomfort or my cat messing with me. My cat likes to torment me. He's probably mad right now because I closed my door to my room again. Back ways, I don't sleep. Yeah, my back's not the greatest anymore either. I've been getting sharp pains in them periodically throughout the day. Oops, says I have 2 concurrent viewers. Well, if somebody else is here, go ahead and stop in and say hi. But if that's why I do physical therapy, so tomorrow I'll be in so much pain. Yeah, it happens. But back to your question you were talking about earlier, I definitely would recommend Skyrim. Fallout 4 is decent if you prefer the more, like, first-person shooter type of stuff. That's definitely a good game. Biomutant I liked. It's kind of unique and interesting. What else do I have? And of course the Final Fantasy X game that's on there. Plus, like I said, you can get, I think, like, all in all, throughout all the games I have available on the PlayStation Store, I think you can get, like, Final Fantasy 1 through, like, shoot, well, you probably can get them all, pretty much. What's up, Asian Dave? How you doing, buddy? I ain't talked to you in a grip. I was playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. What up, Raj? I was playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire on my DS. Haven't figured out exactly the best way to do the playing a game at the same time as chatting. Me and actually my cousin Roger were talking about it, and I was thinking about doing maybe on the weekends, like Saturday or something, doing like Skyrim, but letting the chat decide what quests I do and factions I join and stuff like that. You just beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Nice. I haven't beaten the main story yet. I beat the Druids of Paris and uh, what was it, the Raid of France or something? Yeah, Skyrim's an amazing game. I love it. I'm having some issues, like bugs that I've kind of came across while playing it on my PlayStation 5 recently on my channel. Tried adopting kids and it won't let me. Either A, it won't even give me the option to adopt them, or B, they say that I adopted them and then they just kind of sit where they're at and never move. Look at Dead Side. I was thinking about getting it. Dead Side. You know, that game. Let me check it out here real quick. Dead Side? Is that a PC or a console game? On Steam, of course. I thought you were talking about getting that, oh geez, what's it called? Oh gee, I don't remember now. Days Gone. Yes, I know you, PC baby, yeah. And I'm still not comfortable with playing games on PCs. I typically play on console because it's what I always grew up playing and it's what I'm most comfortable with. Yeah, I stopped playing Skyrim. I might have to bring it back. Yeah, it's fun, and like, main reason I picked it up is because it's such a long game. You can play it for a very long time, and it's easy to make content for because it's such a big game and there's so much to do and so much to see that it's real easy to create content with it. That's part of the reason why I picked it as one of my games to play on my channel. But currently I'm more interested actually in playing the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. Yeah, Days Gone it's a pretty cool game. I haven't played it too much. I think the first time I tried it, it was bad. I was living in South Carolina, and it got my system needed to be cleaned, and it was a very hot day, so my system actually overheated trying to play the game, and I had to turn the system off for multiple hours. So I haven't really picked it up since then. I should really get back into playing it again on my PlayStation 5 now. Speaking of which, I really need to clean that up too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look into. Currently, my roster's a little full, but I just realized, and when I'm playing The Witcher, what's coming up is not very YouTube friendly, we'll put it that way. It's got a lot of nudity coming up in the game, and it's like, I don't know, I might get demonetized, even though I haven't even gotten monetized yet, but I'll get in trouble, I think, if I show too many of those scenes. So I don't know, I might have to unfortunately stop doing my Wednesday game playthrough. I'm playing so many games right now. I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy, great game. Modern Warfare 2, Ghost of Tsushima, heard that's good. Spider-Man Morales, I've heard that's also a good game. I've never played those last two. Loved Hogwarts. I have the entire playthrough of the main story and pretty much all the side quests on my channel right now. Never been a Modern Warfare 2 kind of guy. Call of Duty, I mean, after they got rid of the stories they used to do in the old, like, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 days, I haven't really cared for most of the games. I mean, they're kind of fun to dick around with here and there, like shoot your friends with, but I just can't really get into them like I used to. Why, thank you, Agent Dev. I appreciate that. You should have seen me when I first started doing my channel. I had a big old bushy beard. I look straight like a Viking now. Yeah, we lost somebody. You have to go make dinner, bro. Oh, you have to. Alright, man. Have a good dinner. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Nice. Thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, Roger, if I do decide to get rid of my Witcher Wednesday game, maybe I'll put Days Gone in its place. I mean, lately all my views have been kind of down, so it's kind of hard to tell which games to keep on the channel at this point. I mean, Skyrim I could always put down and pick back up at any time. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I've done everything in that game, and so many times it's not even funny anymore. Let's see what else. Pokemon is still fairly new. Like I said, that Pokemon Scarlet, still learning things. There's lots of things in the game that I was unaware of that I'm still learning as I'm playing. I know I could edit the nude scenes out, but blur them. You know, I'm not very used to doing the video editing stuff, so blurring and stuff like that. I mean, the editing part I could probably do, like the cutting it out and stuff, just like chopping out the nude scenes. But blurring them is still something I gotta get used to. I need to practice doing, so one of these days I'll have to make a little test video and just kind of practice different editing techniques on it until I figure out how to do it properly. I mean, that's up to you. If you want to learn it and you're willing to do it, I would have no issues with you doing it, but I'm not going to ask you to do that or anything like that. I mean, that's completely a your choice kind of thing. I mean, the only thing I've asked you to do is learn to play D&D. And hopefully convince your wife to play, but it seems like she has such a preset conception of the game already in her head so much that even if she did give it a shot, I don't think she would actually get into actually playing or enjoy playing the game. Like, she would just be like, meh, this is no fun to me, because she already has that preconception in her head that the game is not fun, or, you know, something like that. That's what it seems like anyways. It's like she's got this pre-notion of what the game's going to be like, or she can be a very big stick in the mud, because honestly, like, everything I know about my cousin, well, granted I don't know everything about my cousin, but what I do know, this D&D seems like right up her alley. She likes creating stories. This is literally creating stories as you play. Like, you are creating the story every time you get in and, you know, make the choices, roll the dice. You're literally making a story as you go along. I mean, if you need any further proof, just look at Critical Role. They did a D&D campaign on their YouTube channel, and now they've turned it into a animated series. They've literally created a story and now are making a video of that. Well, I have some raw videos, you know, the raw videos that I've done in my gameplays that I could always send over or whatever, edit and practice on. Maybe we'll just have to pick a random object that appears in the video and just be like, every time it shows it on screen, let's blur it out and work on that or whatnot. I keep all my raw video files. I think I even still have the raw footage of when I did the very first attempt of WWE 2K23 before I realized they actually had a mode, a mode that's called stream or recording friendly or something, stream friendly or something like that, where it actually edits out all the sounds that you can't use and stuff like that. So, but before I knew all that, I tried playing it, and yeah, it was not pretty. So when I sent it through the first time, YouTube tried to edit it, and it kept editing and kept editing and kept editing until eventually I went from a 2-hour video down to like a 20-minute video, and I'm like, Jesus, that's not even worth it putting out on the channel. I mean, it took me like a day and a half to edit it all the way down, and it's like between recording and editing is like, that's like 2 days just to produce a 20-minute video. That's just not worth it. I don't know how you want me to send it to you. If you just want me to try like email it to you, or if you had maybe a memory stick, I could transfer the file onto and then give it to you, and you could practice editing on it. That's up to you. If that's what you want to do, we can do it that way. I don't know how you want me to send it to you, but you just let me know, and we'll kind of go from there. Maybe we'll actually make something that looks a little more professional, I guess, than my current videos. Yes, a 20-minute video can get lots of views, but when the raw file was 2 hours, and all the time it was taken to edit it and search through all the copyrighted stuff and all that stuff, it was just like 2 days for a 20-minute video just didn't seem worth it to me. I mean, it'd be one thing if it only took me like 2-3 hours to record, edit, and everything like that to produce a 20-minute video. That's completely fine. I'll do that. But to take 2 full days, basically, of most of it being just the thing searching through my video to find anything copyrighted and trying to cut it out, it was just way too much for a 20-minute video. So that's why I re-recorded it, and was able, while I was playing around in the game waiting for the video to edit itself, I found that they actually had the safe mode that prevents, that automatically cuts out all the copyrighted stuff from it to begin with, so you didn't have to worry about it so much. Yeah, because like some of the people I watch play YouTube, other games on YouTube and stuff. Sometimes I watch other people's stuff to try to get ideas and stuff like that. They do like 20 to 30-minute videos, and some of them get more views than I've ever gotten in my channel in one video. So and sometimes it's hard for me just to record a 20-minute video. It's like, when I get into a game, I want to play a game for a while. I don't want to just sit there and be like, 20 minutes, oh, okay, I'm done, bye. It's like feels like a waste of video game time to me. Don't want to play for 20 minutes. I know it makes it probably more ingestible to the audience to be able to quickly go through a 20-minute video here and there, but I don't know. I seem to be getting new subscribers and stuff like that with these longer videos, at least more so than I was with the shorter ones, so. We can do a test run. A test run on what? The editing thing, or doing only 20-minute videos? Okay. Yeah, like I said, just let me know how you want me to get the video to you. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of raw videos because, like I said, I've kept every single video I've recorded for my channel on my in a folder. So all I gotta do is just pick out a few of them, I guess, and I mean, eventually I need to try to create like a little banner or logo kind of thing, so something to maybe I could chop in between the when I do my intro to the video and to when the actual gameplay starts, you know, something I can just like flash on screen or something, or pop up with like some music. So I know you can like go to some of these sites and you pay like next to nothing and you get the rights to a certain song that you can use for your video, for your channel. Because I know a few people, but I've heard of a few people, I guess, who have done that. Paid like anywhere from like $1 to $10 for the rights to basically a nondescript song that they just use for their video, their channel. So eventually, if I can make something decent, like a logo or something like that, I can create something that I can use as like a transition type page with some music or something. So what is my cousin up to? Yeah, that'll work. Just yeah, because I mean, you're coming over like Thursday or Friday, I think, to help me put up that pool. So yeah, we can hook it up, I guess, and throw in a couple of random videos. I'm watching a show that you have to read. Legitimately confusing to me. I mean, I get it. Some animes you have to have subtitles on because they don't actually have an English dub of the show. But to sit there and say that you watch those, but not play some D&D, which is basically just acting on a story. It's like an interactive storybook. Where the DM is the author, who basically tells you what the overall story is about, and then the players. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Asian films. Some of them are actually pretty good. I watched one. It was about the what was it? Three Kingdoms era of China. It's actually kind of interesting, but it sucked the fact that I couldn't understand what half of them were saying, and then trying to read the subtitles when I'm not that fast of a reader to begin with just made it kind of not as entertaining. It was still kind of interesting because I knew all the characters, so it was like, playing all the Dynasty Warriors games, I kind of got used to all the characters, so I was able to kind of follow, but it was a little hard to understand everything that was going on, so I just kind of skim what they were saying and pick out keywords kind of thing. I'm sure I completely missed, like, majority of what was actually being said and going on in the movie, but since I still have 2 viewers, so only one talking is Roger. I'm assuming the other viewer is probably Jennifer, and she's lost because she doesn't know what the hell we're talking about. It needs to come up more, I think. That's a little better. You'd be surprised. It's actually how we really kind of first started talking off. Was talking about nerd stuff. She's big into reading and stuff like that, like books. At least she used to be. I don't know if she still really reads like she used to. Just listening. Yeah, I know she's not much into the video game stuff yet. She's kind of dipping her toes in the shallow end of the pool, so to speak, of the gaming world, as we speak, as far as I can tell, anyways. That was louder than I thought it was going to be. The camera turned again. There we go. There we go. Something easy like 7 Days to Die. Okay. Maybe if she was playing it with, like, us as a group to play along with, maybe. Just because we would make it much easier for her to be able to get by, but, I mean, Ark, yeah. Those games are so easy. Honestly, if you want to play an easy game, I would start with, I mean, you got your typical old school Mario games, which are fairly easy to play, but step into, like, a little bit more challenging, but I think more entertaining would be like I said, the Final Fantasy series. It's part of the reason why I'm playing them on my channel, is because nobody likes to remember the old Final Fantasy games. They only like to think about the newer ones. It's like the old ones don't get the love they used to. When I think they're mountains better than the current Final Fantasies. Not in graphics, but in story, gameplay, and stuff like that. We were talking about you. because I said you're just kind of dipping your foot into the shallow end of the pool of video games. And he told me to start you with games that are survival games that are basically you have to build and be able to survive or you will die. I mean, hell, first time I played Ark, even with as easy as you kind of made it that first time, I still got just decimated like 3 or 4 times within the first like 5 minutes. It's like I'd spawn and instantly something would be killing me. Which I'm still utterly convinced is the whole reason you guys wanted me to play that game with you in the first place. Was just to watch me get killed and get amusement out of the sounds and voices I made when I was dying. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ark and 7 Days are both fun games. At least I enjoyed them, but you used to play all the time, but then you stopped. Well, you shouldn't have stopped. I mean, video games they're doing a lot of studies about video games, and a lot of studies are saying that it helps with memory loss and Alzheimer's and all that kind of stuff is helped by playing video games. I mean, your brain, just like every other muscle in your body, it's only going to stay strong and stay working if you keep using it. If you get to complacency and don't learn or don't challenge your brain, you're just eventually letting the muscle go to waste. And eventually it's going to weaken over time. But yeah, back to a previous topic, Roger. I'm gonna check out that Days Gone game again and see if it'll work on my new setup. And then maybe if it, working fine and everything, then maybe I'll drop that in on one of my days or something, or may just randomly play it here and there on the channel. Yeah. Have you ever looked at Star Wars: The Old Republic? Yes. Again, wasn't much of a PC gamer, so I never really got into that, but I did play the crap out of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And I have yeah, I played WoW here and there. So I got these two. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. And then where was the other game? There it is, Kingdoms. And this was actually made by some of the people that worked on World of Warcraft. Apparently it also has some of the Elder Scrolls designers on it too. as well as Todd McFarlane from Spawn, uh, author R.A. Salvatore, person who did what the heck's that series called? Dragonlance. No, was he Dragonlance? I know he's the one that created Drist from the Final, or not the Final Fantasy, the Dungeons and Dragons world, but. Yeah, I always loved Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That's why I actually, a while back, bought the downloads for my Nintendo Switch for Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. And while I was like, I don't know, like I got into it here and there, but it was like, I don't know, I'd lose interest in it too fast. Not a big fan of those games where you have to rely on other people basically in order to do anything in the game. It seems like it's the reason I don't play the Elder Scrolls Online anymore, is because it became too co-op dependent, and I was like, I don't want a game like that. Like, I like the fact that I can, if I want to, go out and team up with friends or random people and do quests together, but I don't want it to feel like I have to in order to do anything decent in the game. Oh, looks like we have a third viewer in. Well, if you're stopping in, go ahead and say hi. I prefer solo games, to be honest. I think solo games have better stories and better gameplay function, better gameplay in general than multiplayer, because all multiplayer is like, how can we build something that people will enjoy, but that'll bring in so many people to play this one thing at the same time that we can start microtransacting people to buy stupid things that they don't necessarily need. And they all, like, most of them look like just copy pastes of a different game that's already out there. That's why I like solo games, because it seems so much like they put a little bit more thought and energy into the game itself. Not always. I mean, I like games that inquire that you can do both, but it doesn't require you to do both. Like, and then honestly, like an example is the new Pokemon Scarlet game. There's a Pokemon, apparently, I was reading about it a night or two ago, that you actually need to play online with other people in order to evolve one of the Pokemon. It's like, why? I don't like PvP or a game where you log in, all your stuff is gone. Right. Yeah, I mean, like the Assassin's Creed games, and the Dragon Age Inquisition all had like online capability. It was like a side thing to the game. Like, you didn't need it, but I mean, you could play it and you could unlock some stupid things that you could get in the game, your main game, if it was, you did them, which is fine. I mean, stuff you got wasn't anything particularly crazy. It was just different than what the stuff that was in the main game, but it had a very similar stat line as some of the other stuff you could get in game anyway. So it wasn't like, you had to play it. You just could potentially get stuff earlier than you should be able to if you did the online play. Unfortunately, both of those didn't didn't go over as well as they'd hoped. Yeah, I don't really care for PvP games either. Or a game when you log in and all your stuff is gone. You know, kind of like when you're playing Ark and you're building up this really cool stuff and getting all these cool monsters, and then someone decides to change the map and then resets everything and you lose it all. That kind of stuff. Is that what you're talking about, Roger? Come on, your game's out, yes. Well, yeah, I know you would, because I mean, the first time I ever played it, you tried to, after I logged off, you got on before I got to get back on the game, and you decided to move my body in hopes that I would, when I turned on, I would walk off the edge of a cliff. Because you couldn't actually kill me, so you just like, well, I'll just set him up so he accidentally kills himself. Yeah, that game was fun. I thoroughly did enjoy it. Once I figured out what to actually do in the game. At first, it was very confusing, and I just kept running into things and dying. Which I'm sure you found quite amusing. Watching me die over and over again, running into terrifying dinosaurs. And that one map where literally everything was trying to kill you was FAAFO. Not sure what that stands for. But that one map where everything was trying to kill us was kind of cool. It just didn't seem logical that the plant eaters would try to just randomly kill you for no apparent reason. I could understand if you got too close to their kids. I guess you do. We all have to. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was getting there. I was getting there. I get it now. Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah, I was just thinking back to the art days. What did you have for dinner? Well, the one meal I did eat today, which was more lunchtime, really. It was like 2-ish, I think, that I ate. We had McDonald's, so, yeah. I may, after I'm done recording and stuff like that, well, not really recording, I'm not recording, I'm live streaming, but after this, I may go and make myself like a pizza or something. Depending on if I feel hungry or not. If not, I might just go and steal like an ice cream sandwich or an ice cream cone or something, because apparently my mom and them decided to get a bunch of ice cream, because they were craving ice cream, I guess. Though you did miss a funny Roger. The maintenance guys, I guess, for the freaking community we live in, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it. But they were mowing around the pond, and the dude got his wheels stuck in the freaking pond. Started tipping, leaning. They finally eventually got it out, but it was stuck there for a good few hours at least. Guy drove a little too close to the pond, and yes, he must have forgot how soft and smushy the ground is around here. So what did you have for dinner, Roger? I'm more than willing to see Barbara and the girls anytime they come over. I always stop what I'm doing, and even if I'm in the middle of recording, I will stop and go say hi and hang out with them, spend some time with them. I love my family, and every chance I get to spend time with them, I do. I'm just lazy and don't like leaving my house. Unless there's a good reason to. Tacos. Jen had yellow rice and black-eyed peas. Lovely. Both of them. Not that I would ever eat any of those, but... yeah, I kind of want to go back out there now and see how much damage he did to the ground over there. Because he was sunk in pretty good on that edge of the pond. To the point where my mom was afraid that his gas was going to leak into the pond and kill all the animals inside. No, I've never had your tacos, but I don't typically eat tacos, period, so... I heard a beeping. I don't hear it anymore, though. Must be something my mom and aunt are doing out there. Still curious on who the third viewer is. But you must not be afraid. Well, considering the cake you made last time we were on here talking, I get a feeling I'd probably be afraid of almost anything you cook, Roger. Because most of the things you make would probably kill me. Or at least make me wish I was dead. Oh. Yes, but my cousin Roger, he thinks the spicier it is, the better it is, which basically applies to anything he eats, so... I mean, if he could make it as hot as literal magma, he would probably do so. No, it's not Goober. No, it's not Goober being my third view. Ah, there it is. Hi, BJ, how are you? I take it you've been third viewer this whole time, just kind of just sitting around listening. Didn't feel like harassing me this time. You're sitting around like, I'm just gonna be nice and let him talk about whatever he wants to talk about this time. Hello, hoodie. Spicy is good. Not for me, it ain't. It's me. Well, I personally think you, Roger, and Jennifer are crazy because spicy's. Trust me, I like the taste of some spicy stuff. Like, in general, I like the taste of it. It just doesn't like me back. Mario. Hello, Tabby. How are you guys? Well, that's good. Yes, I see that's all caps. That's right, Tabby. Rebel. If everyone's doing it, then nobody can be the cool kid if everyone's doing the exact same thing. You gotta be abnormal, be different. Those are the cool kids. Heart. Let's see how well it turns up on camera. There we go, that is good. Tabby helped. Okay. That is true. I mean, if everyone's gonna do it just because somebody else told them to, or they're following the crowd, might as well make a profit off the situation. A, you're smarter because you're not following the herd, and B, you're making a profit off the herd. I find it funny. My channel is about playing video games, and my Talk to Me Tuesdays, I spend probably less than half the time talking about video games. Majority of the time, just random chit chat. Chew. Bless you. Or Gesundheit, whichever you prefer. Make it talk to me about food days. I want cats to infiltrate the planet. Well, I mean, cats have already infiltrated the planet. They're already everywhere. I mean, they've actually taken over a whole island. Somewhere in, I think, the South Pacific. What up, Anthony? How you doing, boy? Do you want them to take over more? I mean, we need more. No, I think your house is pretty well stocked on the cat department. Just saying. Stop, Debbie. Well, you guys have fun debating that. I mean, we have 2, and I think that's more than enough. We need more cats. Right on. Still hitting up, doing it at the Walmart and whatnot, or you You go hit up other places now. No more sad face. Smiley face. Well, I think Tabby wants to grow up to be one of those crazy cat ladies. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a crazy cat lady, it's just. I think one cat per person is more than enough. Basically everywhere now, but mostly Walmart as a whole. Yeah. Is it still paying decently, or? I don't really talk to anybody who does that stuff anymore, so. Yeah, some cats can be that way, man. I mean, there's times where I wanted to. Well, let's not go into that. I don't need that kind of stuff on my YouTube channel. No, Walmart doesn't pay good, but he works for like DoorDash and the delivery services. And there for a while, they were making some good bank doing deliveries from Walmart. And it's kind of amazing that Walmart pays more to have their other people come deliver them stuff for them than they pay to pay their own employees to do actual work, like the actual stuff of running the store. Mountain Dew sponsor him. Well, you spelled everything except for sponsor right. Kind of. Except for the tippy one, needs to be hiding. You know, considering he's afraid of his own shadow. It's actually SOR. But other than that, you got the majority of it spelled right. He is hiddeth. Oh my god. Phone keeps going off. Dang. Father and son will go to prison for a $20 million lottery scheme? That's nuts. That'd be cool if Mountain Dew sponsored me. I would love that. Everyone who knows me knows how much I love Mountain Dews. I don't know, I've never really looked into the emojis on here. Hey, Diet Mountain Dew and regular Mountain Dew, they're still owned by the same entity. I mean, even this hat that I'm wearing is a Mountain Dew hat. Right? You're not the only person to believe that one, Anthony. All my friends out in Colorado used to say the same thing. They're like, if you go to the hospital and they ain't gonna hook you up to saline, man, they're gonna hook up some Mountain Dew. Just hook it right to a 2-liter bottle and tip it upside down. And Tabby's playing with the emojis. All of them are holidays. Well, I'm assuming it's... I'm assuming maybe it's New Year's? Wait. It could also be a reference to different... basically another form of Christmas. Right? Bunch of teddy bears. Yes, they are very cute, Tabby. Why you say eh? You don't think the teddy bears are cute? Old man, eh? I know I'm not probably pronouncing that word right. Mona Lisa is 5'8". How do you know that Mona Lisa is 5'8"? Thought they never figured out who Mona Lisa truly was. That was all just skeptical. You searched it up. Google. Guess maybe I'm just not up to the latest on the Mona Lisa news. So like the last I heard, they didn't actually know who the Mona Lisa was, who the portrait was supposed to be of. Tapioconda? Yeah, I don't know. Well, think I'm about to get off here, guys. It's been fun chatting with everybody, and I get on, like I said, every Tuesday at 5 o'clock Central Time. I get on and I'm willing to chat about pretty much anything. If you look at the chat, you can tell that I pretty much will talk about anything. So yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your night shift. You too, Tabby. I see that. Strina. Well, you two girls have fun. Anthony, always great chat with you, man. You go ahead, hit me up anytime you want. And everybody else, I'll see y'all next week if you decide to jump on and chat with me. Alright, guys, have a good one. See you next week.